Okay, I wanna look at this, okay? Because on our road to vulnerability, we have to overcome our past. Because some of you are wandering around with damage, right? So we have to address some of that damage, and we have to find a way to let it go. Okay, so I want to go through some of this, and I'm going to ask you some questions and get your feedback on this. So this is about finding a way to let go. I'm always looking for my pens. Okay. That's 60? Okay, we have to let go, and this again is in reference to things that have happened in our past, to relationships that we've really been hurt in. So the first thing is that we have to let go of the victim. Okay? So, and the victim is a person who's not accountable for their hurt. So regardless of what's happened in your past, your present pain is yours. Right? Step number one, you have to own your pain. Yep.
You mean your present pain or the pain that you put yourself in when you step into vulnerability?
Whatever pain you got, it's yours. Your emotions, how you feel, this is yours. So the present pain that we experience is what creates fallout in our lives. It's what creates self-defeating behaviors in our lives. So, you know, if you want to keep making it about what happened in your past, about the past experience or the person that has hurt you, then you will not let go of that pain. So the second part of this is you have to stop blaming. Okay, so first of all, there's accountability. And then there's blame. You have to stop blaming circumstances or people that have happened in your life. To let go of pain. Okay, I see some nodding of heads. You know something about this. Right? When we're fixated on what's happened in our past, then we will not get past our pain. Matter of fact, looking back and talking about what happened in the past and who hurt us is the way to keep the pain alive. To keep it really present in this moment. All you have to do is talk about what happened then. Okay? And there is a place to talk, obviously, about what's happened, but for the purpose of moving on. So, I mean, we do some of this work in our programs, Connections and Deeper. Deeper, we do core wound work, you know, stuff like that. It's pretty intense. But it's for the purpose of finding a strategy to move on. Not to stay in the past and in that pain. Like, I really want you guys to have some tools in terms of how to keep moving forward and accepting that this is a journey, right? This is a process. So no one event, no one weekend to bring up some pain is it all gonna, you know, just dissipate and go away. So we have to apply ourselves to how it is that we let go and we move on. Okay, so this is really what this session is about, is finding a way to let go of that past so that I can keep stepping in and taking the risk in the present.
I guess I've lived with it long enough now, I kind of wonder why I even bother digging it up. But there are triggers.
Well, the thing is, I mean, if it's still down there and you haven't really addressed it or dealt with it, the fallout is still there, Keith. One way or the other, it's going to affect your behavior, right? Either it's going to shut you down, or it's going to, push you into control and manipulation and intimidation, those kinds of things, or it's going to kill you from the inside out. It's going to create cancer or, whatever physical ailments that we have because we stuff, these issues within us. So we got to deal with them. Saying I've had this long enough, I'm not going to do anything about it. It's still going to create havoc. So we've got to do something about it. But we've got to move forward. We can't stay just in the pain. Okay, you guys, this work, the work that I do, is not about bringing up pain just so that you can look at it. We've got to move on from it. Right? Okay. So, and this is letting go of the victim. It's being conscious. First of all, it's my pain. It's being conscious how often I go back there and I want to, just fixate on that person maybe. And the last one here is about focusing on the why, not the what. Do you know what I mean when I say that? Okay, the why is all about the counseling process. It's all about digging up why this has happened to me. Why I am the way that I am today because of what's happened in my past. The what says, what am I going to do about it right now? What am I going to do about it tomorrow and the next day? So it's this proactive approach to to working on what will move you forward, will bring healing, create our relationship, allow you to keep being vulnerable. So the what is today and tomorrow. The why is all about the past. Okay, and unfortunately what I see in the counseling process is talk therapy is a lot about just continuously addressing why you are the way that you are, why this happened to you, and a lot of the time there aren't answers. So what's more important is, what am I going to do about it today? That makes sense to you? Any questions about that? I'm glad it's so straightforward. Okay, so secondly, we've already talked some about this. I want to let go of control. So some of us have real issues with control. And so for me, letting go of control is about some leaps of faith. And the first leap of faith is a belief in a higher power that is in control and has my best interest at heart. So I don't have to be in control or be concerned about the outcomes all the time, because the universe, God, there is some sense of design attached to this life or whatever, how many lives that have gone on in our history, that is where there is control. I don't have to be in control all the time. In other words, I have a sense of purpose. And I really believe that I'm going to fulfill that purpose. I'm called to that sense of purpose, and that the universe, God, is on my side to continue to draw me down that path of my purpose. And so I don't have to be like constantly obsessing about things like, my life is not adding up to anything.